Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of calculating interest. This is standard 8.12D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 23 of the 2019 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got Mr. Jenkins. He's going to deposit some money into his account. No additional deposits and withdrawals. That's going to be very helpful. All right, we've got 4.25 annual simple interest in the account. And what was the balance in dollars and cents in his account at the end of 4 years? There is no A, B, C, or D to choose from. We're going to have to figure this out on our own. So we're dealing with simple interest. So let's go to our mathematics chart and let's find that particular formula. And it's just going to say simple interest, PRT. So we have to dig in a little bit to see exactly what we're talking about. So the P is the principal. That is the amount of money that is actually earning the interest. In this case, it's the deposit, it's the $12.50, and it doesn't change. If Mr. Jenkins were to add money, take away money, every time he did that, the principal would change, but there's no additional deposits or withdrawals, so the principal stays the same. So it's just one simple calculation. So then we've got the interest rate. All right, so that's the R. That's our 4.25%. Even though it says annual simple interest, really we're looking for an interest rate. So you might not always find that word rate in the problem, but it's an interest rate. So that's our word right there. And then the T is simply time. How long did it gain interest? In this case, 4 years. All right, so let's plug that in. We're going to get principal, $12.50. We're going to multiply that by our interest rate, which is 4.25%, but we're not going to multiply by percents. We need to multiply by decimal. So let's take our percent, move the decimal over once, twice. What we need to do is we need to shift that into a decimal. 0.425. And then we're going to multiply that by time 4. All right, so what we could do is we can just plug that into our calculator. The 1250 times 4, we can actually kind of do in our head if we really wanted to. That's just 5,000. And then we need to multiply that by our interest rate, 0.0425. So if you're doing it along with me, you got $212.50. And if you were to bubble that into the answer document, the free response, you would be incorrect. Let's see if we can figure out why that is not the answer. Our interest, $212.50. Take a look at what it's asking for us. What was the balance? Well, the balance is two things. It's going to be our principal plus our interest. So it's not like we just have $212 in there. We started with $12.50. That didn't go away. So what we need to do is we need to take our $12.50. We have to add that back into that. So that's our principal. And once we get that in there, now we can find our balance. So let's add that. So we are going to have $14.62.50. That's what we need to bubble in. We need to bring that principal back in. All right, so if we're looking at our bubble chart that we have on our answer document, it's going to look like this. We have a really thin column there with no bubbles underneath it. That's the decimal point. We get 2 digits to the right. We're going to end up with 4 digits to the left. We will need every single digit. We're going to have to write in 1462.5 or 0.50, bubble in the correct numbers underneath, and you're good to go.